competition is what this class is all about, and they're highly skilled sailors, a combination of amateur and pros, and you can take nothing for granted. There are going to be lots of different winners throughout the course of this series.
It had a small rip in it when it was launched, and I made the decision to leave it up, and it's outside my knowledge base, so we should have pulled it down and changed then, and we ripped it from one side to the other.
We had a late start because the conditions were, pretty, not so much variable, very strong in the morning, but there was a forecast for a drop in, and that's exactly what happened. So we didn't get going until about close to 2 o'clock. But we got 3 races in today. It was really good sailing. We enjoyed it thoroughly. We didn't have particularly good starts in the first couple of races, and I was just talking to my tactician Mark about that situation, and it looked like the guys who won the starts won the races, and we won the last race because we won the start. So, from that point of view, we really had great sailing, and it was good to come across, some tough competitors in the fleet, and Voodoo's sailing very well. So, hands down to Andrew Hunt and his crew.
Champagne day sailing out there. When we got out there, the sea breeze filled in perfectly, and we had a nice little light one, and it slowly built out throughout the day. And the last race was sailing at 15 knots. It was perfect. The waves were small. My feet stayed dry, which is always important, and it was a great day. The team hasn't sailed together since the national championships last February, so it had been 8 months between our last sail and yesterday. So I think it's simply just being on the water a little bit more, and we did things a little bit better today. Obviously not as good as the Tasmanians, but we were in 2 of the races, 1 place better off.
We had really good starts today, and the guys did a great job around the course, and we're pretty quick. Mel and Richard on the trim, they did a really good job, and Huns, it's all coming together really nicely for us, and we've done a bit of training, and it's just nice that all that hard work's paying off, and a tribute to the crew really. They just did a great job today.
We've got good boat speed. Once we concentrate, get the boat all tuned up. I think we've got to do a bit more practice once we get back home, a few training afternoons, and get into it. But certainly the boat's got good speed. Once we blew the rust away, we were sailing pretty well.
Looking forward to a big year, an exciting year. It's starting off well. Yesterday on the water was fantastic. The winds were quite strong. But the beauty of Farr 40 is the competitiveness, how close it is. It's always extremely close, like every race goes down to the wire, and that's what spectators like to see. And I'm looking forward to another very exciting season.
Queensland, beautiful one day, perfect the next, and that's what it was today. It was just a fabulous day of sailing. We were, chasing Voodoo Child, couldn't catch them. We got a 2 and a 1 today. Fantastic sailing, but really we've got to hand it to the guys from Tasmania. What a great job of sailing they did today. Really, very, very happy that they came up pumped, and they've been really working very hard for this regatta, and they got it. And I really need to say something about the local guys. We have Lamborghini and Bobby's girl. That was just great. They looked after us and they sailed really well. I think we're going to have both of them back in Sydney, coming down to Sydney in the regattas leading up in November and January. So particularly I like to see Bobby's got to come down. It'd be great if John can come down, John LeMan. But leaving that aside, we've got to appreciate that this has really been made available for us, and the funding and the whole arrangement through Aberdeen Global Asset Management, they've just been fantastic.
Beautiful weather here, good breeze and sunshine, nice warm weather. It was great sailing. Yeah, we got up to third at one stage, so that was good for us. So we're pretty pleased with that. But finished fourth. As a whole, I thought it was great. You know, we had wind strengths from fairly strong to fairly light, so it was a good all-round regatta. And the weather was kinder to us than I thought it was going to be at the start. So it all came good.
Yes, no, it's worked out very well for us. We, as we'd hoped, we hit the ground running and put some really good scores on the board in the first 2 days, and then we're able to finish it off with a win in the first race today. And then just to show that sailing's not that straightforward, we just managed to squeak out a third in the final race. So yeah, but overall, very successful, very happy. Oh, it's a great stimulus for the crew. It'll encourage the crew to keep working at the boat handling and preparation, and overall it hopefully is a great start to what should be a good season.